Well, welcome back, everybody. Let's go ahead and take a look at a key strategy that I want you to focus on. First things first. So, of course, in the backdrop here, we've been bullish on the daily NASDAQ futures chart. We've been bullish on the hourly chart here. And then you see earlier this morning, at around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, we were nicely bullish as well. So when the higher time frames and the lower time frames match, I want to eventually or initially trade with the trend, right? We've got a lot of great trend directional tools there that are available inside of wealth charts there that you can take a look at to go ahead and help you determine those things and look for entries and re-entries. Just kind of keep it as simple for tonight, though, at a higher level. The market had a really nice run for a handful of days, so we're kind of due for a pause or refresh. And the hourly charts actually had a negative divergence, which means statistically we're kind of looking for pullbacks from there. All right. So the thing is, we walk in this morning, we're still up, right? So starting with that, so we're going to look for those long side trades. Now, then all of a sudden, later in the morning, okay, around that 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock time frame, you'll notice that we end up having negative divergences. So let's go ahead and fast forward over to that. We end up having negative divergences here at that time, and then the market rolls over to sell side. Now, here's the thing that I want you to understand, and this is why it's really important to use tools like Inside of Wealth Charts there that most of you guys have access to, the Champion Trend Pack. What you could do is, you see we're on the sell side here from the Champion Trend. The Champion crosses sell side. We've got sell side indications here of various types there with the Champion Trend Pack and that. So we're all sell. But remember, that's great, but that's a 5-minute chart. The hourly chart, though, was bullish in the backdrop and bullish on the daily, except that we also had this negative divergence. And statistically, you got a very high probability of a short-term pullback when you got that automated negative divergence kicking in. It kicks in very quickly on wealth charts, fastest one I've seen anywhere. So the thing is, you got a negative divergence on the hourly chart. You're way overcooked and got a lot of air down to key support on the daily chart, and you get to a sell signal. So what do you do? Well, you can either A, say, look, my 5-minute chart isn't matching the hourly and the daily, I'm going to step away and not trade. The other opportunity is to say, well, look, we got these sell signals on the hourly and we got the sell signals on the 5. So what I do is look for like what I call the resumption trade. And the resumption trade is basically, okay, let it show that it's now a sell side, let it pop back up into the champion cross here and start to roll back down. It's a phenomenal re-entry strategy here. And even here, in this case, we're at 50, the 510 area went down here, down to the 475 area. So you can see, 25, 35 point move, just in that little area right there. So about $700 per contract from the time that that's triggered off brand new multi, part sell signals right there into that area. So what you're doing is you're basically letting it pull back. So instead of getting short into the red bar, which is a classic retail trader mistake, it hurts the prop traders, it hurts classic retail traders, it hurts everybody. So you get short only to watch it go back against you. Finally, you can't take it anymore. You get stopped out only to watch it go right back the way you knew it was going to go. So instead of going and being suckered into the big long red bar to the downside, wait for it to pull back up into the champion cross and start to come back out. And then, of course, it's even better if it can come back out and then firing off multiple sell signals with the champion trend back right back to the downside. Take advantage of like the IRB indicators and the sell signals on the IRBs. Again, another great tool for all of you. They're actually inside of wealth charts. And so you're getting the pre-alert for the sell signal, then you get the confirmation alert along with the brand new wealth signal, which means usually near the start of a new trend. And so what happens here is off to the races it goes, and you'll notice it pops back up into this area. Great place to roll back over. Pops up into this area. Great place for it to roll back over. Pops up into this area. Great place for it to roll over. And this can lead to 10 point, 20 point, 25 plus point moves very quickly. And of course, in fast paced markets, it can go ahead and lead to 50 and 100 point moves very quickly. And this is even with just the 5-minute chart going directionally in our way, with sell side pressure in the short term, but overall trend up and on the hourly and the daily. Just imagine if this was all happening back into the direction of the trend. Well, I mean, you can kind of actually, you don't even have to imagine it. You can see it for yourself from this morning when you have all of that taking place in the direction of the trend. So now you pull back into the champion cross, everything is buy side, and you're looking for the re-entry back into this, coming back out of the champion cross. And you can see even in slower market conditions, we'll call it 510 there, even here in slow market conditions, getting up to 535 plus, so 25 plus points just right there in a slow market in the the pre-hour session. So whether you're whether you're in the United States, whether you're in Europe, whether you're in Asia Pacific, huge opportunities for you to look for opportunities using this strategy, either trading when you can get all of them in the direction, the same direction there, like in the pre-hours as we had it, or if things start to turn, which they often will, right, in the middle of the day, then it's like, okay, well, did they turn on the hourly and then did they turn on the intraday? Well, then how can we take advantage of those? And that's what I really wanted to convey tonight, and we'll build upon this in upcoming training sessions and that. And don't forget Dr. Keith did a phenomenal job at his 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock Eastern Time classes this morning, and then he came back from 9:45 to 11 o'clock and did more there. He'll be back tomorrow morning doing classes, I think at 9:15 to 11 o'clock there. So don't miss those kind of awesome classes and all the classes that we offer you guys. They're inside of Wealth Charts to learn some of these different tools, techniques, and strategies. But I wanted to have this for all of you tonight to build upon these strategies that are also important to your active trading and investing. Have a wonderful night, and I look forward to seeing you in upcoming videos. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.